Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. So today we're tackling something pretty fascinating. It's the KumBh, but with a twist.
Okay, I'm intrigued. A twist, you say?
Yeah. See, we're going beyond the spiritual side, all the rituals and beliefs.
Right.
We're diving deep into the economics of it all.
The economics of the KumBh. Now, that's something I don't know much about.
Well, get this. Our research uncovered some pretty staggering numbers. We're talking serious economic impact here.
Okay, you've got my attention. Hit me with those numbers.
All right, so get this. The 2019 Ard Kumbh Mela pumped a whopping 1.2 lakh crore rupees into the state's economy.
Wow, 1.2 lakh crore. That's a lot of zeros.
It is. And you know what's even cooler? We've got some firsthand insights from a local business owner in Prayagraj who saw this economic boom up close and personal during the 2019 Mela.
That's fantastic. Real-world perspectives are always so valuable.
I know, right? Now, to help us break down these numbers and really grasp the why behind them, we've got our expert here.
Happy to be here. When we talk about the KumBh's economic impact, it's not just about the sheer scale. It's about the ripple effect it creates.
Yeah.
Like, think about the 2013 KumBh. It generated a remarkable 12,000 crore rupees, but just a few years later, the 2019 Ard Kumbh Mela, the one we just mentioned, more than doubled that.
It's crazy, like our source in Prayagraj perfectly captured it. They said, and I quote, "The Kumbh Mela isn't just a spiritual gathering, it's an economic powerhouse."
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And it's everyone, street vendors, hotels, you name it, they all get a piece of the pie.
Exactly. And hold on to your hats, because the projections for the 2025 Maha Kumbh Mela are even more mind-blowing.
Oh, let's hear it.
They're estimating a potential 2 lakh crore rupees. 2 lakh crore rupees added to the state's economy.
Now, that's what I call an economic explosion. But I've got to ask, how does it all work? How does this massive influx of pilgrims translate into cold, hard cash?
It's pretty fascinating. I mean, you've got millions of pilgrims, right? They all need food, a place to stay, transportation.
Right, of course. Basic necessities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that creates this enormous surge in demand, boosting tons of industries.
I can see that. What sectors are we mainly talking about?
Well, obviously tourism and hospitality are huge players, but it goes way beyond that.
Really? Like what?
Construction gets a boost from all the infrastructure projects, textiles because of the religious garments and souvenirs, even technology benefits with things like digital payment systems and crowd management solutions.
Wow, the ripple effect is incredible. It's inspiring to hear about the impact on those local businesses. It's not just abstract numbers, it's about real people's livelihoods.
Absolutely. Our Prayagraj source actually said that the Kumbh Mela was a game changer for their business. But let's be real for a second. Managing an event of this magnitude, it's got to come with some serious challenges.
Oh, absolutely. You've got this huge influx of people over a relatively short period. And you've got to do it all sustainably, with minimal environmental impact. It's a logistical tightrope walk.
Which makes the economic benefits even more impressive, right?
Yeah.
So how are they pulling it off? What strategies are they using to tackle those challenges?
Well, strategic planning is key, obviously. But what's really interesting is how they're weaving technology and sustainable practices into the very fabric of the event.
Okay, I'm really curious about this. Give me some examples.
Well, they're implementing some really cool smart city initiatives to manage everything from crowd flow to traffic.
Smart city initiatives, is that like using sensor networks and data analytics to anticipate problems before they even arise?
Exactly. They can monitor crowd density in real time, predict potential bottlenecks, and adjust things accordingly. It's all about being proactive.
Wow, that's incredible. And you know what's really cool? These solutions aren't just temporary fixes. They actually contribute to long-term infrastructure development.
That's right. It's like a win-win situation.
Our source actually talked about this incredible before and after transformation in Prayagraj. Before the Mela, they had limited infrastructure, strained resources.
Right, I can imagine.
But after, it was like night and day. Improved facilities, better roads, the whole city was elevated.
What kind of infrastructure projects are we talking about specifically?
Well, think about it. You need better roads and transportation networks to handle the massive influx of people. Then there are sanitation facilities, which are crucial for public health. And don't forget about communication infrastructure. Everyone wants to stay connected, right? Even public spaces get a makeover with new parks and improved walkways.
So these improvements attract further investment and create opportunities that last long after the Mela ends. It's not just about those temporary jobs during the event.
Exactly. The KumBh sparks a cycle of economic growth that benefits the entire community for years to come.
It's amazing how this ancient tradition has become such a powerful force, both economically and culturally.
It really is, it's not just about the rupees. Our source also highlighted the immense cultural value of the KumBh. Think about all the cultural exchange that happens when people from all walks of life come together. It's true. It's a celebration of diversity and shared humanity. And, let's not forget, it's a huge draw for tourists from all over the world. Our source even mentioned that there are some interesting investment opportunities emerging around the KumBh.
It's like a hidden gem waiting to be discovered, right?
Exactly. So, for all of you listening out there, here's a question to ponder. Could this model, this incredible fusion of culture and economics, be applied elsewhere? Could other countries learn from the KumBh and create their own versions, adapted to their own contexts?
It's a fascinating thought experiment. Imagine the possibilities if we could replicate this model while preserving its core values.
It's mind-blowing.
Mm.
So there you have it, folks, our deep dive into the incredible world of the KumBh. As you continue to explore this topic, I encourage you to consider this. Could the KumBh serve as a blueprint for sustainable and culturally enriching economic development on a global scale? Thanks for joining us.